business movie WeWork, or the making and breaking of a $47 billion unicorn. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Going to talk a little bit about this movie that can only be found currently on Hulu. Hopefully they'll open it up a little bit after that so that other people can see it. But if you have Hulu, you have the chance to be able to watch it at least for now. Good documentary, interesting documentary. There's pieces of it I like, pieces of it I don't. I'm not going to completely ruin the idea for you. WeWork is a still functional company. Okay, it is a company that is built off of co-working. And what co-working is, if you're not familiar with it, is you can purchase in some way the ability to be able to use a certain space for an office space. So you could use the Wi-Fi that's available, the internet. You can use everything else that the office has contained in it. And in some cases, on at least at the very lower ends, you can share a room with multiple other people, like you're at a coffee shop or something, and be able to sit there and do whatever you need to do. But also, the thing about WeWork is they encourage you to be able to talk with the other people around you. And they made everything very fancy, and they made everything very modern and comfortable, trying to shirk away the whole idea of a corporate office space and making it more social, making it more about the relationship, which I'm always been interested in. I've actually always been interested in the co-working concept because unlike a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot within like the direct marketing space that really poo-poo any type of working out of a cafe. I like working out of a cafe. I'm a social creature. I like being around people. I don't love people, but I like being around it. I like the energy that happens in an active cafe and being able to sit there. If I don't have stuff that I have to do recording of, or I don't have to do any type of meetings, then I'd love to be able to do a lot of my work out of a cafe or out of a social arena. So the concept of WeWork has always interested me, although I've never taken the dive with any of these companies that offer co-working spaces. I've attempted to a few times, but never fully gone with it. I love the idea of being able to rent a low-term office space so that you don't have to have it that whole time, being able to split the amount that you need to spend. It's a great idea, and it goes along with the third pillar in brianjpombo.com, which is being relationship reliant. Relationship reliant. All of business is relationship reliant because all of business has to do with people. And it has to do with knowing the right people and having the right people know you. So that's where that all comes in. So I love the concept that the business was built off of. Now, it's built off of a very charismatic character, and that's what this movie is about. And it really, the movie does its best. I'm not going to ruin it too much for you, but it does its best right off the bat to attempt to paint this person as a villain. And while there were definitely major missteps made with this business, which is the thing I love about this movie, at least the story behind the movie, is that it's one of those that you want to sit with other business people or people that are business minded and be able to watch it, because there's so many good things that could be taken out of it. Because what he did was he took this company from nothing and helped bring it to a $47 billion evaluation. And that is, in such a short period of time, it's unheard of, especially when they did not really have any major visible assets that would be able to back it up. And so that shows you that there was a whole lot of salesmanship. There was a whole lot of community that was built up through WeWork, and this movie just gives you a taste of all of that. I'd love to hear some more of the other side of it. I'd love to hear the people that were not interviewed, including the gentleman that started the company. I'd love to hear more about the whole thing, and not just the bad side of it, but also the good side, You got to see some of it. You got to see a lot of the people that got burned in the process, because what ended up happening is the evaluation was overinflated. And as soon as it was realized, everything came crashing down, and a lot of the growth stopped and everything else, and the CEO was removed from his position. So none of that is new, and it doesn't ruin the movie. Go and watch the movie and look at what occurred and try and point out, well, that's good, but I'm not sure about that, and where did they go wrong, and how would you change it if you had to do it all over again? It's a very interesting exercise in that, and it's a very interesting exercise in the thin line between a cult and a very successful community-oriented business. It's thin. It's really thin. But you'll see that whether you're talking Apple computers, whether you're talking all these what Guy Kawasaki would call evangelical companies, that they all have these same elements in them, and it's really interesting to see on display. So go watch the movie if you have a chance. Find someone who's got a Hulu account, or go get one yourself and go check out the WeWork movie. Worth watching. Like I said, it's very one-sided, but if you could remove yourself from what they're trying, the picture they're trying to paint, and consider that there may be some other side that isn't being said, then I think you'll come away with a very similar view of the whole thing that I did. And I'd love to hear what you think, so leave a comment down below whether you've seen it, or if you're going to see it, come on back and leave a comment, because I'd love to hear what you think about it. That's all I got for today. It's all about relationship reliance, and we go into that on a regular basis, along with the other two pillars of brianjpombo.com, which we've talked about. It's about being relationship reliant, it's about being system based, and it's about being reality grounded. And so stay tuned. We'll be talking about that more. Also, you can find a whole lot of good stuff in my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, and you can get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.